Hello and welcome to J&N Aquarium Supply. Today we're going to talk about the babies. We got a few different types of babies around the fish room. We're going to talk about them today, give a bit of an update, let people know that hey, yeah, we still breed fish. Stay tuned. And the funny thing is, we're not even going to start with a fish. I guess this would be an invertebrate. We're going to start with our red King Kong shrimp. We have very few in this tank for adults. We have a Missouri in here as well, right there. But we do have a boatload of babies. You can see them in the substrate. They're very difficult to see. Be a little fella right there. See him in the middle of your screen? Sorry for the shakiness. He's on that rock right there. We have tons of them around here like that. They're scattered all over the substrate. Here's some more over in this corner up here if I can get them. They're so tiny. See them there? It's two of them there, one walking. But there's little wee babies all over. What's the significance of this? Some would say, so what? You've had a spawn of red King Kongs. One, they're really expensive shrimp. Two, I moved from all our 5-gallon tanks and we've gone to 21-gallon cubes for all our shrimp tanks. And I was really nervous about transferring fish over, or shrimp over, whether they'd survive rather than breed. And breed they've done. This has probably been the most successful shrimp tank. There's been 2 spawns in here since I've set it up. Tons of baby shrimp around. I just fed them, so they're out. There's a bunch of baby Shortfin green dragon ancestris in here as well. I will be pulling majority of these out of here soon. They're getting too big to be in here. I don't want them to cause an ammonia spike. But look at all the beautiful young crystal reds in this tank. And on the bottom rack, again, we have many green dragon ancestris and a ton of blue bolts and blue bolt Misuras, as you can see there. Little babies. There is quite a number of them in here. There's only a few parents, and again, this was a transfer to a 21-gallon cube, and it's gone off really well. I'm very happy with the success of this tank so far. Here's my NeoCaridina, I guess just cherry shrimp tank, and again, a few baby ancestris in here. I like to keep snails in here because I use the snails to feed Paul upstairs, the puffer fish. But there's a few in here. This tank hasn't quite taken off the way I've wanted it to. It's a very mossy tank. It's full of Christmas moss. And yeah, there's quite a few young shrimp in this tank. Not as many as I would like. And quite frankly, it's just hard to see them all in all this moss. But there is quite a few in there, and I will continue to let this colony breed. These are not babies, but these are some of the male guppies that I'm letting grow out a bit. I'm especially fond of this one right here. I think over time, he is going to turn out fantastic, and I may put him back into my breeding program. See if we can get a close-up, and there we go. I think he's a very young fish. I think he's going to turn out fantastic, so we'll keep our eyes on him too. Our young cribs are doing very well as well. They're just hanging out with mom and dad. They have their own 20-gallon long, all to themselves, and they're using it. There's quite a few in there. They're kind of hiding behind there right now, down there by mom and around that filter. But they're doing well. They're growing fine. They're not very old yet, and they're just enjoying life in here. Here's our cichlid grow out tank. We have some albino ratus fry in here, and we have some blue hot morais. They're all doing well. They were just fed, so they have things stirred up quite a bit in here. But they're housed in a 65-gallon tull. There are some young geophagus in here as well. There's one there. There's another one there. Another one down here. I've kept a few young geophagus. They're tapajos, red tops. And there's also a few young adult long fin bristlenose plecos in here as well. But these guys are growing up fine. Some of these are ready for sale. Some of these are 1.5 inches or better, and they will find some great new homes for them. These two breeder boxes are jammed packed with green dragon shortfin ancestris fry. These guys are, I don't know, about 2 weeks old. These guys are brand new. I pulled them 2 days ago out of the cave. They came out of this cave here. There's Dad at the mouth of the cave. He's quite the stud. He does litter after litter after litter of them and doesn't mind. He's probably got more eggs in there. He's waiting for a female to come, but he'll fill it. And these are bred in a 65-gallon tall with some Nigrinus parasips in the tank as well. But yeah, there's probably about 200-ish babies there. These guys may be difficult to see. I just fed them a bunch of spirulina powder, but these are about month-old green dragon ancestris fry. They're gonna freak out a bit here. But I feed them powder spirulina, quite a bit of it. It discolors the water for a bit until that settles down and they eat it. But it's very healthy and nutritious for them. This breeder box is attached to a 90-gallon grow out tank. This tank houses just a lot of young plecos that I'm growing out. They're all either short fin or long fin, and green dragon and normal browns. There are 2 pairs of cribs in here that need to get out of here because they're causing havoc on these guys. But they're in here until I find them a home. But there's quite a few plecos in here, even if it doesn't really look it, but they're scattered everywhere. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed our video. I'll leave you with just a look at one of my big male geophagus tapajos here. And yeah, that's our babies, what we got going on right now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you have not done so, and happy fish keeping.